everything.
All right, we are back. All in Check podcast. I am your girl, Stace Fresh.
I'm ARS.
Yep, episode 3.
Yes.
After 100 years.
Finally. Someone's been playing games. I'll drink to that.
All right. So, how have you been, Anthony? What you been up to?
Oh, nothing. Just pacing back and forth in my room, waiting for this next episode to happen.
Picking fights with me for her not getting on
No,
board
guys,
with this
listen.
podcast
Listen,
and
you guys.
shit.
Listen, it's just like we got to be head on this right here. We got to be all in check. So I had to get her ass in check pretty much.
Yeah,
with the
he
podcast.
basically checked my ass.
And she didn't like it.
And I didn't like it. So, I started getting like Twitter fingers, except it was through text message. I started popping off.
Yeah. So I was like, but, we took care of the situation and now we're here. It's episode 3. We taking care of business like we should have from the gate.
It's all love.
Yeah. So this one's going to be an interesting topic for sure. A lot of people didn't really comment on what we're posting. We're trying to get some answers, but I think it's a subject that people are kind of fishy on talking about. And
yeah, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers date on the low, creep on the low.
Yeah, it's one of those situations that people don't like to talk about it, but we know you're all doing it. Mm-hmm. Those of you who aren't in like a serious relationship right now.
Exactly.
We know you messing around for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into it, Stace.
So we were gonna talk about relationships and dating apps and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And none of you guys really responded. We posted up this bingo template that said, you remember that?
Yeah.
It said cross off if you've ever done one of these, and one of them was swipe right, left somebody on red, not reply back to a text, ghosted somebody. And then there was a few comments that were yep, all of those. And it's definitely probably our generation.
Yeah.
Because this mostly applies to the millennials.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't had the opportunity, and I'm not saying no pun intended. I'm not saying that I want the opportunity, but I never had the chance to do any of these dating apps. The way I used to go into DMs was straight up on MySpace or Facebook, bro. That's how it was at the time I was doing my thing, but not no more. And I didn't really get involved in these dating apps.
Mm-hmm. I dabbled in it a little bit. I used Bumble. I went on 3 Bumble dates and then held up a few conversations on the app and then just ghosted people or deleted them off my thread.
And what's the term for ghosting? I know it's I understand it.
You just disappear.
Know. Oh, you just act
you just I guess read a message, or if you give them their phone number, you just never reply back. You just disappear.
Ghosting. That's the dating app term for ghosting.
But then there's apps like Bumble, Soul Swipe, Tinder.
What's Soul Swipe? What's that? Is you're trying to find your soulmate?
I guess. I really don't know.
And it's people with a whole bunch of bullshit, huh? On their description. I'm kind, loving. I like long walks on the beach. And then you see
I want a family, 3 kids, a white picket fence.
Oh, yeah,
Tinder is definitely one. I remember hearing stories I don't know, it just got a bad rep. You were there to hook up.
Oh,
Tinder was
I think POF is like that too.
Really?
I heard. Yeah, I heard POF and Tinder's something like that. Do you know there's some for actually what's the word I'm looking for, affairs? You ever heard of Ashley Madison?
Shut the hell up. No.
I swear, you never heard of that?
No.
That's that wild shit right there. So people that are into doing that are actually into infidelity and all that wild crazy shit.
Well,
Ashley Madison.
Well, you had a Craigslist personals tab for that.
What? Oh, well,
they had that shit on Craigslist, under personals.
Oh yeah, I believe it. Oh yeah, they're
they're
trying to put a stop to that. They're trying to put a stop to.
Yeah, I think they banned it.
Yeah, there's
because it was sex trafficking or prostitution type of shit.
There's a lot of wild stuff going on out there, guys.
Y'all wild. HIV is still a thing, guys.
Yeah, but people ain't scared no more of that shit.
They're we're gonna die anyway.
Yeah, they're worried about the next best thing. They're like, what else can I get that's more crazier than that?
But you know what? Plenty of fish. I have a coworker that Why are you laughing?
It's just funny when you say that.
Well, Plenty of Fish, whatever, POF. She found her guy there, and they've been dating for I think 2 years. And he popped the question to her in December, so she's
On
engaged.
the app? They're dating on the app?
They were dating. They
No,
met
like
on
they haven't
Plenty of
even
Fish.
met. They're just dating.
No,
on
bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey,
They
he FaceTime her
met.
and he's like, look it, I have this question I want to ask
I
you.
have
Get
this
down on a
ring.
knee. And he has it on a tripod, huh?
Shut up. No. But,
Oh my
you know,
God.
she found her guy there.
Yeah,
And
so
he stepped up. So I think it works. Like,
yeah,
the dating apps could work, but you just have to go in there knowing what you want and not accept the bullshit that other people are trying to bring.
yeah,
or
because a
using the
lot of
apps for.
some people are there really to hook up, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because I guess if you're young or if you're not looking for anything serious, I guess you could find flings on there. That's your what you want. If that's what you're looking for, you'll definitely find it there. I don't have anything against it. Like I said, I never use these apps. I see that you noted this, and it says, "Can you find something real on these apps, fling or forever thing?" Well, she just spoke about that
Yeah.
in a personal experience from a friend. I believe that you can find something real on there. It's just probably hard, and it's like you
You-
gotta find a diamond in the rough. And
Yeah.
then I personally think people are just on there to hook up, and it's just weird. Like going to that, like I don't want to steer too far from that, but it's like it's awkward in public now. I really think it's hard to approach a woman, and I know women don't approach men often
In
at all.
public?
Yeah,
No.
so I think that we're in a place where I don't know. We're kind of like super antisocial, and it's like the way we first communicate is through technology now.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you're like starting to try to figure someone out, but you can't read no one's mind. You gotta like really interact with someone to know, like to get vibes from somebody, really to know, unless you're a damn mind reader. But I don't know. I was gonna speak on that because it's like I've had some pretty bad experiences myself. I'm married, but just trying to be polite in public, cut it out. Just
No, it's
she's
for
all,
real.
oh my god, I'm so happy for you. no, but look at to be like polite in public nowadays. It's like women take that offensive sometimes. Like I've gone to the gym. Look at don't I know you're looking
What
at me
you
wild,
mean?
but I'm talking like this. Like, bro, you know how many times I've been to the gym and just trying to politely open the door. And I'm telling you, like, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but shout out to my wife one time. But I'm saying these women aren't even attractive. And I'm not, and that's just my opinion. Maybe to someone else, these women aren't attractive at all. And they're like nothing like a prize or nothing. And I'm just trying to be respectful, open the door, hold the door for them. And it's like in this generation, it's like women don't like that shit. At least the ones that I've encountered
Or they
occasionally,
find
or
it
they find it kind of like
awkward, like it's not done. So when you do it, they think
they
you're
don't know how
looking
to
for something.
exactly. And that's not even the case. I was just raised with manners, and I learned that throughout the years. And it's like I'm holding the door just to help you out. And then maybe sometimes like it's like the thing where it's like I can do it. Like leave me alone. I can do it myself. Like I respect that too. You want to feel empowered. You want to feel equal. But if I'm holding the door out of respect, then it's like I'm not trying to look at you walk by. Trust me, I'm just trying to get in and out. Like I feel dirty and musty. I just want to go home or get in the gym. If I'm holding the door, it's just a respect thing. And I've had a lot of those encounters, and it's like, trust me, like you don't understand what I have at home. So I don't know what you are going in at or the way you're taking what I'm trying to do, but that's kind of what's bugged me. And I feel bad. It's like,
Chivalry, is that how you say it?
chivalry is dead.
Chivalry is
I
dead.
don't really know if that's the case, but I just feel bad. Like if I were to get in the dating world in the future, knock on wood, like nothing bad ever happens. But I'm saying if I were to ever have to get back into the dating world, how do you go about that? How's everybody doing it? Because it's like
Everyone's
it's
doing
hard.
it through the apps,
Yeah,
bro.
it's just
Like
it's hard.
honestly,
It's really hard to be in an atmosphere to make conversation with someone without them getting the wrong idea
unless you hook up at like work
or through a mutual friend.
or through a mutual friend, or I mean, I don't really advocate like finding love at the club because that's just bad. But I have a friend, she found love at the club, and she's been with her dude for I think 2 years. But those are like some rare
Yeah.
like rare type of things.
I think sometimes some of the most rare ways that you can possibly hook up or things that happen out of random or something that was unexpected or unplanned and end up being some of the best experiences, I think. Sometimes in some circumstances, but not all of them. You know, sometimes things happen for the best and sometimes things happen for the worst.
The thing with these apps though, it's really like shopping for it's like
But it's
shopping
like
for sex, because you're really like, you don't know anything about this person. You're just going based off of looks.
looks, exactly. That's what I was
Yes.
gonna say. So it's like that's kind of in a sense too. It's like what do we really came down to? Like I don't know. Me and one of my coworkers were talking about that. Like, could you be with someone that has a disability? And but if you
Oh man.
found, and I'm not like trying to like I mean it could be any type of. It doesn't have to be a physical disability. It could be emotional, mentally. It could be some type of something that they're just not. What? How can I say? It's just like, can you be with someone that's just like not even super duper attractive or something that's like your goal?
Oh, I
And a guy like I
well,
know.
I've dated some questionable people, so yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like so, it's really hard to say because I know like your first initial thing is like you would, of course, anyone would like someone attractive, but it's like, can you build with somebody? Like unless you're looking for something like I said, there's nothing wrong with trying to find something physical. That's your personal opinion, and that's cool. But the people that are out there really truly looking for love, is it like, do you obviously when you first glance at someone, that's what you're gonna notice. But it's like, for you, is that like, is that what holds people? Like, do you need to know that the person that you're trying to build with, do they have to be very good looking, or can they pass off and be like, he's alright, but he has a good heart though? Like, you know what I mean? I think that's one of those questionable things. It's like,
I think for me personally speaking, I think that obviously I would have to find something like cute about them. They're probably not like the best looking person to like the next person, but I would have to find something that I'm attracted to, and then once I get to know their personality and their heart, or like certain qualities, that's when they really get me fully invested. Cuz let me tell you. So last year, I was going on this Bumble dates. Okay, so I met someone there. He was gorgeous. He was like Mexican and black, and he was just perfect. He was, let me tell you, he was gorgeous. But it was all cool through texting. But once I would get in front of him, the conversation was fucking dead. Like it was just dead. There was really like nothing there like that we really could conversate about.
oh yeah,
And that to me was like, that's not enough for me to. I lost interest.
yeah,
It's like your looks can only hold you up so
yeah,
much.
and I think like stuff like that's like the physical attraction could be strong during like that activity, but once that's up, like what do you really have to offer to one another? What can you really
Exactly.
talk about? And that's what's tough. It's like the body and the mind, and you think your heart wants something, but your body's telling you otherwise.
Isn't there this quote that says, "Feed my mind and my body will follow," or something like that? There's like this quote, something about the mind and the body will follow, like, and I think for certain people, certain females, certain males, like the way that your partner may think, that the way that they mentally stimulate you is what makes them attractive to you.
Oh yeah,
And
for
you
sure.
totally like look at them with different type of eyes, like they're the best thing in this world because of the conversations you guys have, or
Yeah, or
because
just the way someone carries herself, like their character, or yeah, you start to notice that in some people, like just how good of a person they are, or certain the way they are with their family or with their parents, or I don't know. It just it's different, really, and I think that's a trip, and it's also dope that people do end up growing a stronger attraction towards somebody because of the time that they invest with them. You know what I mean? That's another question. It's like you can't just like it's. I know people hook up all the time, but can you? It's really it's rare. Like someone that you've invested time with, when you've had like an encounter with them, or when you're having obviously when you have sex with somebody that you invested time with or love. I think it's completely different than just hooking up with a random person.
oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
awkward. Like don't you think it would be like after it's said and done, after the club or wherever it is that you've managed to just hook up with somebody, after that the situation and the atmosphere is just awkward. But obviously, someone that you've built and grown time with, like there's just a really strong connection there, and sometimes that connection even makes it like stronger, better, and it just seems like you could actually have a conversation after the fact. Sometimes it's just like awkward silence, and it's like, okay, so I'll call you.
Exactly.
You know what I
No, no,
mean?
no.
Like
I totally
I
feel.
don't know. It's just like I guess to those out there who are always searching for something new and different, there's nothing wrong with that. But to me, it's like, some people ain't looking for love, or some people really don't care for it, or some people haven't found it, or some people are heartbroken. Whatever the case may be, I feel like once you've invested some time into someone you're having that kind of relationship with, I think it's a lot different. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
just think that everything intensifies as far as your relationship goes.
So going back to the original question. First of all, you said the disability thing. I think
Oh
you
yeah,
know
like could you date someone that's like not that very well, you already stated, but it's like to everyone out there,
it's like
are you in it for looks, or are you, cuz obviously we do, like, you know what I mean?
but then beauty is in
Yeah,
the eye of the beholder. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
No,
Like
it's very
what may
true.
be beautiful to me, it's not beautiful to you. It's not beautiful to the next person, which you know,
Yeah, that's
it
very
really
true.
goes down to that, you know?
So pretty much there's somebody for everybody,
Yep. So
and that's the bottom line.
if you're looking for love and you still haven't found it yet, hope is not lost.
It's out there. It's out there, people.
But
Don't be afraid. Hey, like I said, sometimes it's in the most rare places. Um Sometimes you may not even be looking for it, and it happens to stumble across your path, and you just got to go with it. And sometimes you go through some really bad situations, and then sometimes you go through really good things, and that's, I don't know, that's the beauty of life. But we really wanted to talk about the subject because it's just funny. Like, that's the generation we live in. Like, we look at our phone to find love.
for
It's
real.
like conversation doesn't exist anymore. Like, I don't know, for those of you who've met your significant other at a library or at a store or something, like that's dope, because it's so, I don't know, I find it different for people to just openly have conversation with a complete stranger and not try to make it awkward. You know what I mean? Like, it's really, I haven't really seen it. And I just think being in the setting, like how when we worked in radio, it was so easy to have conversation with people because obviously we're at an event, we're wearing the work attire. Like, it was so easy to spark a conversation with people because we were like the center of attention at the moment, and people had so many questions that it was easy to break the ice with females, males, with anyone that came around. It was just easy. But when you're in a setting where you're just a regular person, and you may see someone attractive, or you may find someone like interesting, or you want to see how their day's going, or you just can't approach people no more, and it's kind of funny. I don't know. I think it's weird.
I posted something on here that I saw back, like going back to the relationship topic. We're just gonna stay on the relationship topic for a while.
Okay.
Not necessarily like the app thing, but I saw this shit on the Shade Room, and I guess they screenshotted something off of Twitter, and this girl had seen something that someone posted that says most men don't marry the woman they love the most. They marry the woman that is around when they are ready to marry. And then I guess a lot of the guys responded back to that, and they said that they lost the girl that they loved because they weren't ready to commit or to take that next step when she was. And so that statement, I think, does not apply to men.
You don't
Because
think
men,
so?
no, because I think men will not wife a girl because they're ready. You get me? Like,
Yeah.
they're not gonna wife just any girl just because they're ready. I think women
A
will do that.
dumbass dude will, you know?
Yeah, guys, I think, well, from what I've seen, because I've dated like 30-year-olds and they're still bachelors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not gonna wife just because they're like, if they're not ready, if their time is ticking. Like, guys don't really think about that. They'd rather be single, in my eyes, the way that I see it. They'd rather be single and still be, like, messing around, or because I really think that for you guys, it's easier to hook up. Like,
What?
yes, I really do think
Oh
it's easier
my
for guys to get
god.
pussy than it is for
Oh,
girls to
that.
just randomly go hook up.
Well, I guess if that's what if
Or
that's
it
what you
goes
assume.
both ways.
Yeah, it
I don't
does, but
know.
it's like I feel like women can have anything they want. A guy has to be out there like a woman could pick and choose what she wants. A guy kind of some guys have to just settle with what they could get. You know what I'm saying? Like some guys got to just deal with what they could get, but I don't think you could pick and choose. I think the power of the mind is like super powerful. If you want something, you can have it if you really put your mind to it. That's how I look at it. Like there ain't nothing in this world you can't have. I'm not saying take it by force. All right, creepos that are listening, but I'm saying like there's nothing in this world you can't have if you put your mind to it. You know, you could use your mind for good or bad things, but that's crazy that you think that. I feel like women could have the world at their feet if they wanted to, and I'm not just trying to use it to be like sexist, but I just feel like women are beautiful and women like possess a power that no man carry, and I think women just have it like that. I just think by nature they have it like that, and they got it made in the shade. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like a woman could pull faster than a man could pull. You know what I'm saying? I feel that. I just feel that. Like it's like this terminology. If you see a naked guy in the street, you're gonna think it's a weird. And I'm saying it could be probably an attractive guy, but it's still gonna be awkward. Like and then you see a naked woman in the street. Who's more approachable? For guys and girls, who's more approachable? Obviously, the woman will be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I know it's different. That's like left field, but it's the same concept. It's like I think women, when it comes to like picking and choosing, they have the upper hand for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
They have the upper hand. Like, cause come on, really.
But I mean, like, okay. So like, going back to that statement, like, I don't think men just settle for the woman that is around when they're
Yeah, I
ready to
don't.
marry. Like, guys would rather be single unless they're really looking for a handout and some help to freaking survive. Then maybe you will marry into someone that you don't really love, but
Mhm.
I doubt it happens. And I feel like women, because we're so concerned about our biological clock, or because we really want love, or we're getting older and we're trying to build. Women, I feel like it's more likely for women to settle for the guy that's not necessarily all the way there or good for you.
So you're saying she settled for me?
Shut up. That's not what I'm saying, bro.
No, but no, I totally get what you're saying though. It's just like
It's more likely that women do marry.
nah,
You know.
yeah, no, I agree.
I don't know, it could go both ways.
Love is a crazy thing, and
Us
people,
humans are
yeah,
freaking crazy
it's
and
just like,
complicated.
bro, so many things could go sour, and so many things could go good. Like random things happen all the time, so it's like with love, you're rolling the dice, and you gotta love hard though, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
If you really like are in a pursuit of happiness and love, first of all, get your priorities straight. Second, know what you want in this. Like, and if your partner or the person you're pursuing doesn't have what you're looking for, and please do not try to find someone that's identical to you in every aspect. Like, I believe in the saying opposites attract. I do believe in that, because it's like you got to be interested into, maybe they're into something totally different that you're uncomfortable with. You got to get in that zone, and they got to do the same thing for you, and that's what's gonna make you guys different but click. And I also just feel like
It's like giving and taking.
yeah, exactly. And it's like if they don't have what you want up front, you got. That's one thing that I learned throughout my years. And it's like I'm not saying I'm like a professional at dating and knowing what's going on, but all I'm saying is you got to know what you want, and you got to lay your chips down on the table and say, look, I've been through this type of bullshit I've been through, and da 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 da, and I've done this before in my past, whatever, da da da. I lay it out on the table, and it's like I've given you what like my honesty and who I am, and it's like you either take it or leave it, but don't play games with me, and I don't have time to play games with you. If it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. But see, that's when it gets cloudy over years. You never know, 5, 10, 15 years go by, maybe kids come in, house bills, all this crazy stuff, student loans, all that, who knows. But that's when it gets, I think sometimes people mess around and it's convenient, and you don't want to tell the next person like, hey, I've been doing this, because I think people do shit out of convenience, So they may not be happy in a relationship no more, and they just go off to the side. But it's convenient because they don't want to lose the pad and all kinds of shit like that. There's so many stuff that can
Right.
happen. But what I'm saying is, like, if you're out here really looking for something, you should lay it down all on the table. And it's like, if you cannot meet me somewhere in the middle with this, then there's no reason for you and I. Like, don't
Exactly.
waste my time, and I swear I will not waste your time at all. Life is too short. We take too many things for granted already. Why waste anyone's time? You know, we're going to get our family involved. We're going to get people involved. And so many people are going to be affected by this. So why even do that? You know, and it's tough. It's tough. The whole relationship, love, lust, kids, anything that revolves around a relationship is just tricky business.
We're complicated people.
So complicated.
We just need to take it slow. John Legend shit.
Really though, I don't know. I wish the best for everyone out there who is on the pursuit of happiness and are in a relationship, or who just ended a relationship or began a relationship, or those of you that are just cool where you're at. Like, I wish the best for you guys. And it's just weird, bro. I'm sure Stacy's had her experiences. I've had my experiences. My wife's had her experiences. Our significant others had experiences. Everyone that's we've encountered with have had some type of relationship experiences that either made them better, bitter, or worse. And the best thing to do is to try to evolve and learn from the mistakes we made, or learn from the things that people have done to us in a negative way, and grow from that, really.
Yep.
But those of you who are using Tinder, POF, Ashley Madison, that's what I meant to say.
Just be
All
careful.
those, yeah, just be careful. Beware that creeps do exist in the world, and they are stalking prey every day. I don't know. Just learn how to
catfished.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that have, but everyone just be safe out there, yo, and stop making it so complicated to talk to one another. And a conversation's a conversation. Women, don't think every time a guy's trying to talk to you, they want to get in your pants. And guys, don't think just because a woman replies or responds back to you, or smiles and says hello, don't think she wants you all the time. Doesn't work that way. That's what's happening. We're getting mixed signals and mixed communication, and people are taking it the wrong way, and that's how we get tangled up. But man, society, we need to work on some things, bro. We need to work on a lot of things.
But let me tell you about the dating apps. So some people, I feel, were really, on there to just hook up, because I would come across some profiles of like some guys, and then they would have a picture of them and their girlfriend, and then in the description it would say looking for a threesome or a girl that we both like. Like, shit is just wild out here. I'm like, oh shit, people are really getting down like that.
I just think people are more open. And you know what's funny? I listened to another podcast that's like about relationships. Actually, I think it's called the I Do podcast. It's about relationships, sex, and it's about different things on how to like have a great relationship. It's for people that already have a good relationship, or people that are working on a relationship, or people that are even single. It's pretty dope. But like, they were talking about how, like, here in America, what I was getting to, what you're talking about, is like, that stuff's kind of taboo. You know what I mean? That whole, like, people are looking for threesomes. It's like people don't openly speak about it, but like in other parts of the world, it's
normal.
open. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't know if it's like Arabic people or whatever, that other side of the world, they have like 5 wives. Oh, yeah. And all the wives live in the same home. Like, some of those things, are like, what to us?
Yeah. It's really, it's questionable. But I don't know. For some reason, like, the whole sex talk and stuff like that is just really weird. And most of the time, like, parents don't have that talk with their kids. And then it's like, I feel like you don't need to talk about weirdo, like, be weird about it, but it needs to be discussed so your kids are aware that you're not dumb. Like, I was that age once, and I know what you're going to start experiencing. And I feel like if we had a discussion a little bit more, or a little bit more open about things, you don't have to get so vulgar about it, but be more open and let people know, like, hey, I've been there once, or I know what you're going through or experiencing. I just think we got to stop looking at it as such a gross thing, because people are going to do it anyways.
Not a gross thing, but more of a, like, like you don't want your kids to do it. I feel like in my household, because my parents are like strict Mexicans, like they didn't have the talk with me. So when I did go out there and experience certain things, I feel like I kind of wilded out.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, ooh,
Yeah,
like learning all these new things.
yeah.
And it's just like my parents didn't want to even accept the fact that I was out there being sexually active. But it's just like,
Yeah,
and now when I look at it, it's like when I have my kids, I hope that I can sit down and talk to my daughter about it, especially my daughter.
at least like you can't control what they're doing 24/7. At
Exactly.
least like advising them on how to protect themselves, or just to understand like you just don't want to make decisions that you'll regret someday, or that you wish you could take back, because you really can't. Once you do that, you can't take it back. You can't reverse the hands of time, and you cannot reverse like things that we do to ourselves.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I just feel like that's a discussion that you should be open about. No matter what religion you stand behind or what thing you stand behind, it's human nature, and our hormones are always changing and stuff like that. Like you can't be afraid to have that discussion straight up. Like if you don't, it's just gonna hurt you. The thing my mom always told me is like, if you ever come home and I find out you got a chick pregnant, I'm gonna cut your dick off. Or she would always say shit like that straight up. She's like, if I find out you're fucking around out here, I'm gonna cut your dick off. Like that was her biggest thing. Like she just always would say that. So I'm just walking around holding myself, being careful. Every time a girl try to talk to me, like, you're the devil, get away from me. Nah.
You just want my pee-pee. My mommy told me so. Get away.
Nah, but I don't know. I just feel like we need to have more discussions. I just think people are afraid to talk. Or I think we're just so... We live in such an opinionated generation. Everyone got an opinion, and everyone thinks they know everything, but it's just like, bro, just talk. Everything will be straight. All you got to do is just talk it out, figure it out,
Mm-hmm.
See where people are coming from, and you'll get a better understanding. So,
Word.
Do you feel like you have anything else to talk about that situation or topic?
Not really. I don't know.
Shout out to all my people wilding out there, being freaks and
Yep.
being nasty.
Take
I
care
got nothing.
of yourself.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up, pack it up, get checked, get that blood work, do whatever you got to do. If you're having fun, live it up and enjoy yourself. Those of you guys living on the straight and narrow path, being faithful, keep on doing that.
Kudos to you, yes.
And those of you people on the low, doing what you got to do, keep doing you until you get caught up. Boo, boo. That's all I got to say, you know what I mean? But that's what we really wanted to chop it up about. These dating apps are wild. Relationships are crazy, but we're all in this, We're all human beings trying to make something happen from nothing.
Do we want to get into one of our songs right now?
Yeah, we could do that.
And then we'll get into like some entertainment news and whatever we've been listening to. So you want to go first, whatever you picked?
You first.
So staying on this relationship topic, I chose, I want to say his name is Deshaun or Deshaun.
Mm-hmm.
Deshaun or Deshaun. If I'm messing it up, I'm Mexican. I have a fucking accent sometimes. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to say Deshaun, Choose Love. And you guys may have seen this on the blogs. It's a popular song. It's been getting out there, and
yeah, it's definitely been circulating, and it's a great song.
Very like upbeat, neo soul type of vibe, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
All right, let's get into it. Choose Love. Yep.
Remember a time when a brother just fell for you. See, my sense is coming, but no, never paid attention to the food that would cost me you. You were like wildflower, yeah. We found a love in a likely place. But you see, here gorgeous. I meant to say, I don't know if you deserve the cake. To get you home with me tonight, night, girl. yeah. Oh, I said, baby, tell me what you really do for love. I said, oh, no, yeah, no. Tell me what they want and I will yeah. See, darling, I've been here for my thoughts to find myself on the go. And I said, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Well, yo, baby, ask for the love below. I already know what it's in. We fought like wild animals, yeah. Making love in the open likely place. What you see here, gorgeous. I meant to say, but I don't know if you deserve the chaos. Now she funkin' with a G. Got a zippin' 40, They were niggas always here. Now I'm about to play with yours. Keep it moving, grooving. Got me feeling alright. Ain't no need for me to go ahead and stop the whole night. But I can't wait to get you home with me tonight, night, girl. And I can't wait to make you mine, 'cause you are my world. Oh yeah. I said, baby, tell me what you really do for love. I said, oh no, yeah, no. Tell me what they want and I will yeah. Hey, so get the lights on.
Hey, that was Deshaun. You can follow him on Instagram under SEEDESHUN, and then on SoundCloud under the same name, Deshaun, DESHUN, period, after that N. And that was called Choose Love.
Okay, I choose love.
Me too.
Indeed. Next song we're going to get into is by Joey Soprata, Out of the Valley. This song's called Summer. So peep game, we're about to lay this track. I'll give you guys all the information on how to contact him and get his music after the song. Peace.
Hey.
Never speak of my name. No sweat, yes, day. Thought this all was a game. Till I run up on your guns, hey, pussy. Go push me. Why the fuck they hesitated now? Tell me why the fuck they never made it. Kid, I'm never hated. Make a record in the morning session, then we celebrating. I'm the greatest rapper, fucking delegating. If you run your mouth, then we escalating. Threaten lies, get you throat with knives. And we drop that minds, cause you masturbating. You lame, pussy. Fucked around to get banged, pussy. Talk the talk, but can't hang, pussy. Fucked you up when I came, pussy. Never speak on my name, pussy. Know to where your ass stay, pussy. Thought this all was a game, pussy. Till I run up on you, guns aim, pussy. Gon' pussy. Finger fucking critic, y'all don't wanna get it. Life is like a movie, told them give me credit, motive is currency, claiming they real, but honestly, I never heard of you, kid, but I know that you heard of me, kill them more urgently, I've been here working, but certainly, I understand that I'll never stop murdering, and this ain't a hyperbole, this is a massacre, verbally, this an emergency, why the fuck am I searching for fame in the game where the weakest can claim what they came for, that shit don't work for me, whatever happened to raw skill, whatever happened to y'all will, whatever happened to 99's when rapping was all real, whatever happened to y'all deals, some are friends, yes, some are friends, some are enemies when summer ends, some have chemistry while some pretend, but some are letting me get some again. Yes, some are friends, yes, some are friends. Some are enemies when summer ends. Some have chemistry while some pretend, but some are letting me get some again. Though I've been with this shit for like 24 years, and I'll choke you like a bitch until your eyes start to tear. Got you brought up on my dick. Pray to God it all can fit. She taking every single inch until she make it disappear. Tell me why the fuck they go intimidated. I'ma fuck you up if you insinuate it. Call a bitch, you a bitch who inflicts this hatred. When your lips wish to play, till your face is rated. I ain't a motherfucker to play with. Stay quick with it for somebody to say shit. And I ain't never taking a day off and working through the night when you're leaving your day shift. Cause money got my mind, so I climb when they fell. Two bad bitches in the bed that shake well. Fans in the stands, throw their hands like Roy Jones. The boys home, better reconsider your hate mail. And I ain't feeding into what they sell. Tell me I be great shit, I'm greater than they deal. 45K just to see me get talk, or homie get walk, cause I don't have a moment to stay still. I'm gone.
Yeah. That was Joey Soprata out of the Valley. You guys can follow him on Instagram at Joey Soprata. It's JoeySupratta. You can find his music on all the streaming services and check out what he got coming up. So make sure you guys give him a follow. Shout him out. He got some good music. So
Hey.
what are we going to get into next? Stay fresh.
Let's talk some entertainment news.
All right, cool. Let's hear all the drama
Or
and gossip.
all right. So let's see. Did you see Black China popping off at Six Flags?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was all about.
That girl is just so full of drama. Like, I guess people are just like tired of her shit because
Was it like a random person starting?
it was
drama
a
with her?
random person, and it was like a teenage girl, bruh. The girl looked like she was like 17.
People are just getting tired of people's shit.
Yeah, so I guess I don't know what she had said, but supposedly either she said something about her kid or something, because in her defense, Black China posted, "Being famous is hard enough, dealing with scrutiny, but when someone feels comfortable to come and touch your child, it's a whole other story. I do not condone violence, nor am I a violent person." We saw your reality show on E, so we definitely know you are a violent person. You were like committing domestic violence against poor Rob.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And then she put, "But shout out to all of the amazing mothers out there that will protect their child at all costs. Love, King, and dreams, mommy."
I guess.
Dun dun dun.
I guess.
Okay, if that defends your outrageous behavior, by all means do you, boo boo. But that was just like, it was out of control. Like, okay, if the fan did try to touch her kid or whatever, okay, like your security took care of it. She didn't touch her. She didn't do anything to your kid. Not from what was seen in the video, but then she just popped off. Like, she got her kid's little like toy stroller and like swung it at her.
Yeah, I guess some mother's gonna do all she can to protect her kids, but and then I
That just went over. It wasn't a good
think-
look for her though, because now rumor has it that they're trying to lower her child support due to the video, because it was like violent behavior. So Rob got his lawyers on that shit real quick, and he wants to lower his child support, and he's gonna try to fight for, I guess, more custody of
you gotta fight
the
for
child.
your rights.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Shit.
Everyone just leave the drama alone, bruh. Stop getting into goddamn drama. If you're getting into drama, it's probably because you attract it. I swear. You probably attract the drama. You got a goddamn magnet of drama just coming towards you, left and right. Stop with all the fucking drama already. Let's see what else is more on the drama.
DMX is paying $2.3 million after he gets released from prison. I think he's going to prison for a year, for tax evasion. These celebrities be getting caught up with like tax evasion cases. I wonder how all of that works. Like, are they not paying their taxes? Or,
I don't know.
I mean, you're making a bunch of money. There has to be like some kind of thing. Either their financial advisors are not taking care of business.
Yeah,
or...
but you know, this goes back to that discussion. I really don't want to get into too much, but it's like, why are they going after them? There's a lot of, I'm not even gonna get into names, but there's a lot of other people who make a lot more money than these musicians, that they don't pay their taxes, that they avoid paying their taxes and taking care of their stuff, and you don't see them going to prison. You know, what is it? Because some people have a cloudy past, and then they want to just keep, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to get into that, but it just seems that way. There's a lot of people that are from a business standpoint, or people that are, you know, I don't want to get into that, but there's people that are different than these musicians and actors and stuff like that, who are going to prison and jail for tax evasion, who aren't even paying their taxes, who are finding every way to be crooked in the book. But someone that has a little dirt on them, or people that aren't completely have squeaky clean hands, they end up having to pay for it, you know, with prison time and having to pay. So it's like, okay, there's no break really. So it's like,
you had like Lil Kim do time for it. You had now DMX. I think you also had Lauryn Hill.
yeah, Wesley Snipes.
Oh,
Hey.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's crazy.
Safari, Nikki's ex, was just on the Angie Martinez show the other day. I didn't watch the full entire episode, but I saw a clip of it, and he started sobbing right at the beginning of the episode. And then Angie was like, "Are you all right?" And then he just kind of like started tearing up, and he said that he had just gotten robbed.
That same day?
Yes, right before the interview. He had just gotten robbed of everything he had. They took his money. I mean, he had a fur coat on. They didn't take his fur coat. But so I'm thinking, was this a publicity stunt? Or, you know, if it was real, it's like, you know,
I wouldn't.
That's tough, man.
You know what's tough? It's sad is like if these are just stunts to keep you relevant, it's like, why would you even want to play around with some harmful stuff like that? Because then it could really happen to you, and it's like, well, the last time was just a game.
But if it's not, you know what, another thing is that you know, everyone tries to stunt on social media, and he may not have a lot because he's not that famous. He's known to be Nikki's ex, and he's still trying to pop off his own shit. Like, now he's trying to do his own thing, but it's not taking off, I guess, the way that he would like it. But he does stunt on social media. Same thing with what happened to Kim Kardashian. She would stunt so much on social media, and you're making yourself a target for whoever's freaking watching. And you may not necessarily have all these possessions, but you're making yourself, you know, a target to get robbed or, you know, get harmed.
Yeah, that's just one of those things too. Like, there's nothing wrong with embracing, you know, liking certain attire or dressing up really nice. Like, there's nothing wrong about expressing yourself in that way, but you do run the risk when you do floss and be flashy. You run the risk of bringing major harm and drama towards you by wanting to ball out like that. And there's, like I said, there's nothing wrong with really wanting to stand out and like what you like. But sometimes it comes with a cost, for real. And there's a lot of people that tell you all the time, how long have we been following music and that you heard an artist or rapper gets their chain jacked or their house gets broken into? It's just like, when too many people start knowing about you, then you're a public figure, and then they find a way to touch you. You can and you will probably get touched if you're one of those people that like to flaunt a lot. People envy that, and people just, if they can get to it, they'll get to it. They don't care.
Yep. Kris Jenner is reported to take over management for Travis Scott and Kanye West.
That's interesting.
That is very interesting. But you know what? She's been managing her girls for a really long time, and look at the success they've achieved. So, and before that, I think she was managing Bruce Jenner, so her husband. So we'll see how that plays out. I mean, those are two of hip hop's most relevant artists.
That's cool
right
if
now.
she's if she could handle like the music side of management. That'll be pretty interesting. I have nothing negative to say about her or her family. They found a way to make tons of money off of television and stuff like that. And like my biggest thing is like if you're making money, a lot more money than me, I can't even hate on you. I may not agree with the way you live your life or whatever, but you cannot knock someone's hustle and someone that's doing what they're doing. And at the,
like, even if you're not talented like that, I feel like that's the proof. Like, I mean, I'm sure they're talented in their own type of way, I guess. Like, they're talented in the way of entertaining people through reality TV because everyone wants to know their life.
Yeah.
But that family is just straight hustle. They
yeah.
found what they could print their name on, and it sells, and they marketed themselves really well, and you know, America ate it right up.
It's just, for me, the hardest part for me to accept it is kind of like, it's tough for these young men and women, mostly the women that don't really have a strong household or a strong, what could I say, like a strong role model that they're easily manipulated, that watch these television shows and assume that that's the way a woman or a lady should be, or they should want those. Like, there is nothing wrong with wanting to be independent and having money and doing all these nice things, but I don't know. I'm just going based on my opinion again, but I just feel like a lot of these people are being manipulated by what they see on television. And
oh yeah,
you know what I mean? And the whole, like, I don't know what happened to natural beauty. Like, I do not know what happened. I try to embrace and tell women, like, to not rock
There's
makeup.
nothing wrong with natural beauty, but
at all.
I mean,
I just think everyone wants to
whatever
upgrade,
makes,
but whatever you believe in, if you're religious or not religious, it don't matter. But
Listen,
whoever
in the next
created
2
you,
years, guys, I'm getting double D's and I'm getting a butt enhancement.
Yeah.
So
weirdo. I just tell people like, bro, like you were given that, you know what I mean, and you shouldn't worry about it. Like, be grateful for what you got and just rock that. Someone appreciates that. Someone digs that. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you change something, sometimes you cannot go back. Or if you try to go back, it's not going to be the same way. You might as well just leave it alone the first time and don't mess with your body. Don't put anything foreign in your body that shouldn't be there. No pun intended. Like, don't put nothing foreign in your body that should not be there. You know what I mean? So it's like, straight up, like, I just think you were made in your own image. You're made in your own way. And you should just rock that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I find that more, I know it's weird coming from a guy, and I'm not trying to sit here and act like I'm just some poster person and I'm just like the perfect human, but I'm saying like natural beauty is way more a turn on than anything else. Yeah, you could see that shit popping out. Everything you scroll on your Instagram, that's all you see. It's plastic this, plastic that. That's all you see. From head to toe. It's all you see. You scroll down a feed, that's all you see.
dude,
So
I was
like,
having that talk with a coworker one day because we were like, dude, in the 90s, it was all about being a flat butt. If you even had like a fat booty, you were considered overweight.
Yeah.
Everyone was dying to be, all the models like stick skinny. Now all you see is like
Everyone's
thick bitches.
embraced-
everyone's trying to
everyone's embraced
inject
it, yeah.
themselves and shit like that. And it's crazy how times change.
It's
like,
sad how women of color like used to get put down for that. And like back then it was like taboo, you know, people didn't like that. You know, there's some real solid men who forever back in the days always liked the thick women, you know what I mean? But for the people who used to
like,
slander
if
that
you
and
were
talk
thick,
down or didn't, or like, you know what I mean? They make like the model image supposed to be a certain weight, certain height. That's what's
standard,
sad
yeah.
is like we got all these people looking at that, and I can't speak from women's perspective, but it's like, you know, sometimes women may see a blemish, or like some guys don't even care. They just deal with their insecurities or whatever a certain way. But some women look at these things on what the standard is, and then it's like then they start picking apart themselves, and it just really sucks. Like, women have it tough. Because it's like they're all in a competition to be a better them and to get the guy they want and to, I guess, to just win that person or just be who they want to be. But I don't know. You got to just embrace yourself at the end of the day, straight up. You got to like just love who you are, or else it just, you really do. You got to love who you are and how you look. And when you look in the mirror, you got to love that, because like, I think that confidence you got, like you can get all these things done to yourself, but if the confidence and the love isn't there, you're going to forever be wanting more. You know, and that's what's tough.
or like seeking validation
exactly
from other
and
people.
you could tell, like, say like a woman, for instance, is flat chested or whatever, and then goes and gets that done. Obviously she's gonna like the attention because she's never had it before, so now she has another attribute to add to her list on what can draw attention. And it's not something they're like, ooh, I just got these done, I'm gonna stick them out. It has nothing to do with that, but it's more or less like, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel confident now, like, that I feel like I needed to do this, and now that it's done, it's done. But it's like, that's a forever, like, for the rest of your life, you always have to maintain that, you know? So, I don't know. To me, it's weird. I don't knock it. Go ahead and make your butt explode. I don't care. But.
And the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with, did you hear about Fabulous possibly facing 10 years in prison?
I seen that video, and I don't know what happened to piss him
I
off
don't know
that bad.
what's happening, but here's where I derive from it. First of all, they were like couple goals on Instagram. They would always pose with the family. They would be throwing family functions where all the celebrities used to come in. Who knows what happened, but he looks like a very pissed off fucking man.
Yeah, I don't.
And let me tell you, like, supposedly he beat her head 7 times, but I don't want to, everyone's really attacking him, and I'm not trying to defend him because we really don't know what happened, right? But women are not always the victims either. He could have caught her cheating or talking to someone. Like we said, relationships are fucking weird. If he's not giving
not only that,
full
though,
attention
but like,
to a woman, sometimes a woman does step out and seeks attention.
It goes vice versa, and that's like back to the whole relationship thing. It's just like it's so unpredictable, and that's what I think we see certain things in our mind like, oh, this is gonna really work, or you're always thinking negatively, like, what are they doing? What's this person doing? What's that person doing? Or you may feel insecure about something, then trip, and it's like, who knows what it is, but whatever it is that pissed him off that mad and how he got in that video and he's facing prison time, I really hope it was worth it, because it's like, dude, he had money, he's established a career and everything. Exactly. It's like the best thing you want to do is lay low. Like, you don't want to be involved in nothing like that. So, you know, prayers go out to that dude, and you shouldn't put
know what he said? He recently released a statement. He said, God is in charge of revealing the truth. So he may have, you know,
he may have caught her up on some shit, or it could have been, who knows? And it's really,
yeah,
we don't know, so we can't speak on it like that. But
something definitely happened there, because a man, like the way that I look at it, a man doesn't just go that mad. And let me tell you, a man finding his girl cheating, that's like your entire world falls apart.
Yeah, it's you
know what I mean? You lose your head.
Yeah, I have this conversation, but it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things that's like I guess in a guy's place, you feel like, well, you know, I love you, but I was doing something on the side, whatever. But if a girl goes and does it to a guy, it's like a whole nother. I don't feel like it's equal the way the tripping is, because usually sometimes a chick will take you back, you know, and then with a guy, it's like a guy's gonna forever look at you like you're tainted, like you're no longer good. Like, it's gonna be hard to love you after that. And it's like, I don't know, it's tough. From a guy's perspective, I don't understand. It just, I don't know, it hurts a different way. But it's like, if you're doing it and then it gets done to you, you know, it sucks and you shouldn't do it. But it's like kind of tit for tat. But I think it's chicken shit when people do shit like that intentionally. Like, oh, they did me, that's an open door to go do that. But I don't agree to it. But it happens, and it's like, you made your own bed, you gotta lie in it. But I really just wish the best for him, and I hope whatever it was, like, it doesn't fuck up the rest of his career. But it just sucks. So, like, when you're papered up and your life is going pretty good, from, you know, this is obviously, we're seeing Instagram, we're seeing the goals, we're seeing what everybody thinks is going good. You don't know what's really happening behind closed doors, but obviously, financially, hopefully he had got himself in some decent investments when I don't think he was worried about money. Mm-hmm. And he established a good career during the time where music sales were actually good, and it wasn't all about streaming and you're getting paid for a lot other different things. He made out good, and it sucks that he's in a predicament he's in now. Yeah. Because he could have just been laid up somewhere, not even dealing with this kind of shit, you know, just enjoying his money and enjoying the career he's made for himself, and now he's faced with this ultimatum. So that sucks.
Prayer goes out to both sides. So hopefully we get more details.
Yeah, and just don't put your hands on a lady at all.
Yeah,
don't be beating
that
up
doesn't
chicks.
Excuse his behavior. But we'll see. What else? That's basically it. That's all I have. Oh, did you hear about what is it? What generation are we calling this?
I think Generation Z. Okay. Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah. Generation Z is condom snorting. First of all, kids, condoms are for your penis.
Yeah, not
They're
for your
snorting condoms out here, guys. It's the same generation that was eating Tide Pools.
Yeah, the Tide Pods. Are you getting high Tide off Pods. That though? Like,
I don't know.
Are you really getting high or what?
What is going on? Like, why? And it all goes back to social media. It's like these social media attention.
It's the Tide Pod challenge. And then they just drop it. Parachute a Tide Pod, get high for days. No, I don't understand.
They just put something out that they could get really sick because the latex can really damage, you know, like if you're snorting that shit and you're trying to pull it out of your mouth, like you don't know what type of chemicals are in, you know, the latex crap, and you're basically putting it right up your nose. You know, your nose is connected to your brain too. Like, the fuck are you doing?
Latex in your brain. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God.
People are weirdos. Kids, I understand you guys think you know everything and you're better than our generation, but just be careful out there. Whatever you're snorting, sniffing, smoking, eating, just be careful out there. You know what I mean? Um, I'm gonna get into the new music. So those of you guys who have the Spotify's, the Apple Music, those of you that are going streaming crazy, listening to anything you get your hands on, I have some music video updates and new music updates for you guys. First of all, local dude. After I believe a 3-year hiatus, he's been in the shadows, but he's been around. He's great performing artist, and I don't know, he's dope. And if you guys are familiar with the Southern California area, out of Moreno Valley, it's Stevie Crooks. His new album's called Redemption. That shit's hard. And I'm not just saying that because it's like an IE cat. I'm just saying like music overall.
He's pretty dope. Yes.
It's raw. And this new album, like every song, the selection of beats, the sampling, the way it was put together is well put together. And I'm grateful he's back on his music grind, and he's doing it for the people that believe in him. And he's putting his life on wax, and that's what it's all about. So if you guys have a chance, check out that album, Redemption by Stevie Crooks. You know what I mean? And support local, support independent artists out here trying to make a move. Stace, did you see the Frozen video from Joyner Lucas?
No, I did not.
You gotta check that out when you get a chance. His music and his videos are always impactful. He's probably, of the time, I think he's one of the best writers and directors for his music videos, and the way he puts things together is like, he inspires me to want to, on my music aspect, to want to write like that and be able to put together music, songs, and videos just like that, where you're gonna grasp every listener. Because every song he does has a message, whether it's about drinking and driving, whether it's about racism, whether it's about suicide awareness. Like, he's hitting key points to people that are dealing with personal issues. You know what I mean? And he's able to own in on that. And it reminds me of like it like kind of reminds me, and it resembles similarities to like Eminem, his style of writing, and all the greats who could put you in that scene of what he's talking about. And that's
paint a vivid picture.
Exactly. That's some of the best writing in hip hop that you can do, when you could paint such a perfect picture and put someone there in those shoes. So there's that. And next is Logic's Bobby Tarantino 2. Very dope. Good project. I know it's funny that I just spoke of Joyner Lucas and Logic. I know they got their... I don't really care about the rap beef. Like I said, I'm not all about the politics.
Oh, they're beefing? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't know where Stacey's been at, y'all. But, yeah, no, like, it's just, like,
Clearly
drama.
not
You got to do
here.
your research on it, but it's, like, a drama, like, brief. And this, because I don't know all about it, but what I know from it, and this has been going on for a while, that Joyner first had the idea of, like, the suicide hotline type song. That's why he put it, like... It's you got
Okay.
It's deeper than that. Then Logic came out with the song, and then Joyner feels, and I don't know what to say. I'm not
come
saying I
on,
don't know,
guys.
but that it was he got jocked by that Logic jacked him pretty much for the style and the song and what it meant, and pretty much Joyner is accusing Logic of jacking him. I don't know. It could be true. It could be false. I don't know. I'm staying out of that shit.
Yeah.
That's not me. I think they're both great artists, and they just need to do their own thing. So there's Logic, Bobby Tarantino 2, dope album. Royce the 5'9" and DJ Primo, Prime 2. That shit's hard. I didn't even listen to the first one yet, and I feel bad, me being a hip-hop head, so-called hip-hop head, and I wasn't invested into the first one. I just downloaded that one, and I got the second one. I'm trying to listen to it as much as I can. I'm flooded with music, but I try to listen as much as I can when I get a chance. So again, Royce the 5'9", DJ Premier, Prime 2, Murs, A Strange Journey into the Unimaginable. Now that's another good project. You guys got to listen to that. It has a different feel to it, and I'm really happy for it. It's like a different sound. Murs is always good at like talking about his life stories, personal experiences, the relationship songs are dope. It just gives you a better understanding from different people's perspective. We got Coolie High, Never Come Down. It's dope because Coolie High is also attached to that side, to the Murs, Ninth Wonder, and it's like
independent
yes,
underground scene.
They're all part of that same inner circle, so it's cool. and I just seen what you added. Go ahead and
Yep. Cardi B just dropped Be Careful. I think, when was it? Last Thursday? Last Thursday night. Her new album, well, her debut album drops April 6th. So it got played like right when she dropped it. The radio just picked it right up. Anything Cardi B, the radio is picking up. And the content of the song, it's not necessarily, you wouldn't think it's necessarily a radio hit, but simply just because it's Cardi B, you know, America's she's killing it.
She's killing it right now.
She's killing it. She's the it female right now.
Yeah.
And she also dropped Bartier. I don't even know how you say that. Bartier Cardi.
Yeah, Bartier Cardi.
Yeah, the video dropped on Monday with 21 Savage, and if you guys watched it, it kind of resembles Beyonce's Partition video when she's in the back of the car seat with Jay-Z. She's kind of doing the same thing, but whatever. It's a cool little video. She looks sexy, so she's killing it. And The Weeknd dropped My Dear Melancholy. It's a 6-song EP.
Have you heard it?
Yes.
It's good?
It's good. It like, he went out of like the radio club type of scene, you know, like, I can't feel my face, you know. It's not that. It really taps into his old work, like the sad, in your feelings type of vibe. Which is cool.
So
that's why people fell in love with it.
If I'm listening to this album, I should be driving on a rainy day fast.
Yes.
With my eyes closed.
You gonna be...
Lord, take the wheel, because I just up in my feels today.
Yep.
Just take the wheel.
Yep.
Nah,
it definitely reminds you
crazy?
Of that old Weekend. Everyone's saying that the EP is because of his relationship that he had with Selena Gomez. And he does make some references towards that. Like, I guess you were just waiting until you made up your mind.
Hey, you know,
and we all know she dated him for a while, and then Justin Bieber came back into the picture, and, you know, she went with...
She got that Bieber
She
fever.
got her old thing back.
Yeah, you know what, though? Sometimes stuff like that, like, some of the worst moments make the
relationships,
best songs,
man.
So they make the best songs and the best, like, sometimes in your darkest times, you create the best work you ever will, and it sucks that it works that way, but it does. Anything else you want to touch on?
No, that was it for me. That's all that I have.
Yep, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for us. We appreciate you guys that have been tuning in and listening since the beginning. This is episode 3. Shout out to everyone that's shown us nothing but tremendous love and
that's shown Anthony love because I'm over here thinking that we don't even have fans.
I don't know why she's been half-stepping with this, but I tell her, like, bro, like, this is important to you. This is important to me. I take this as a job. This is, like, the real deal for me, and I don't look at it any other way to believe in it because you never know what could happen. This thing could take off at any moment. And
it's funny, though, because
we can't play around with it.
It's like... I'm not... Anthony, why are you putting me on blast like that?
I'm not trying to do it, like, in a bad way.
It's like I started it. It's like I started it, and I did the first 2 episodes, and then I just kind of kicked back because I wasn't seeing much of a response to...
And that's the problem. Like,
and Anthony got pissed off. Like,
no,
Stacey, really? You're just going to give up on this shit?
Look it.
Not even give up, but I was just like,
Look it. It's not even that. The thing is like, bro, I've been doing music for, like, 10 years plus, and how do you think I feel when I'm starting and then, like, I got a little buzz and it's not where I want it to be? You got to keep working at it, and if something don't work, you got to change it up and go another way. But this takes time. We just started it. It takes time. Believe in it and keep promoting it, bro. Some stuff don't even pop off. We got people listening. We got people tuned in. We really got people out there supporting, and I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, shout out to everyone that's been showing Anthony love.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. And straight up though, like, if we didn't have listeners or people following, we wouldn't be doing it. But not only that, we wanted to do this again for ourselves and to have fun and actually get the experience that we didn't have in the previous years of our career in this like talk and in radio and stuff like that. We're able to gain our experience here, and we love it, we enjoy it, and we're having fun. And I'm just trying to keep her on track and keep me on track, and we're just growing every day. I did want to say that this episode is brought to you and sponsored by Serious Cartoons Records.
Hey!
So check it out. Shout out to Phantom Threat. He is the co-owner of the Serious Cartoons Record Shop. It is in San Bernardino, and it's actually San Bernardino's only record store for new and used vinyl, cassettes, and comics. Open 7 days a week, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. They accept PayPal, and they also ship next day, and they accept cash, PayPal, the Cash App. So, guys, make sure you guys check it out. Again, it's Serious Cartoons Record Shop, San Bernardino's only record store. New, used, vinyl, cassettes, and comics.
Hey.
So, again, shout out to Phantom Threat. He also has a new single out, so you guys need to check it out. Again, you guys can follow him on Instagram at Serious Cartoons Records. It's SERIOUS Cartoons CARTOONS Records RECORDS on Instagram. So check it out.
Love it. And if you would like us to plug your shit, just like we did that, we can do a sponsor by whatever company you're involved in. Just hit us up at allincheckpodcast@gmail.com.
Yep. Show us love and we'll show you love. We take care of everybody, and help us out. Anything you could help us out with, we appreciate it. Again, artists, those of you creating, anyone that needs help with sponsorship or promotion, hit us up. Let us know. We are involved in marketing. Stays Fresh does a great job at marketing. All the social media stuff you see on our page, all the graphics, Stays Fresh did that. That's why I get so upset with her about our situation with the whole podcasting, because she's great at what she does and she needs to keep on doing it. So let's get it. This is the All in Check podcast, episode 3.
And we out.
Yeah.
See you next episode.
Peace.